諦めない心君とならば頑張れる無駄なことはないよ上を向いて笑おう一度君の時だからいいだろう私と結婚してくれるなら付き合ってあげる
はい喜んで
Nasa Yusaki is determined to leave his name in the history books, ranking first in the national mock exam and aiming for a distinguished high school. He is certain that he has his whole life mapped out. However, fate is a fickle mistress. On his way home, one snowy evening, Nasa's eyes fall upon a peerless beauty across the street. Bewitched, Nasa tries to approach her only to get blindsided by an oncoming truck. Thankfully, his life is spared due to the girl's swift action. Bleeding by the side of an ambulance, he watches as the girl walks away under the moonlight. Refusing to let this chance meeting end, he forces his crippled body to chase after her and asks her out. Surprised by his foolhardiness and pure resolve, the girl accepts his confession under a single condition. They can only be together if he marries her.
Number 9.
生涯全力で君を支えるよ、フィーナ。
At a time of peace between the Earth and Moon, in the aftermath of the Great War between them, on Earth, young Tatsuya Sagiri is amazed to learn that his home is to have a lunar exchange student for a homestay guest. Even more amazingly, his guest is none other than the Princess of Lunar Sphere Kingdom, Fina Fam Earthlike. As Tatsuya struggles to deal with the ramifications of this, and as tensions between Earth and Moon, he also learns that there is more to this homestay than meets the eye, and that he and Fina have a shared destiny.
Number 8.
知らなかったこの世にこんな感情があったなんて自分の中にこんな激しい自分がいたなんて
In the Sun Kingdom, sunshine is part of its citizens' everyday lives, and rain is something that they have never even heard of. However, in a faraway land called Rain Dukedom, the weather is reversed and everybody has the power to create rain with their voices. Livius Ifriqiya has conquered the entire world and expanded the Sun Kingdom's influence in the 3 short years since he was crowned king. Upon learning the powers to create rain, Livius decides to marry Naiki Remerciera, one of the princesses of the Rain Dukedom. However, those outside the Sun Kingdom have spread a rumor that Livius is a cruel, ruthless, and tyrannical ruler, and as word reaches the princess, she begins to prepare herself for the worst. But when she finally meets her fiancé, Naiki discovers that he is an entirely different person from what she originally expected.
Number 7.
そこも含めて恋できたからかも。私は私で幸せになれるくさいから、あんたはあんたで頑張って。
結婚ってなんだっけ？
Though they couldn't be any more different, love has managed to blossom between Hajime Tsunashi, a hardcore otaku who shuts himself in at home while making a living off his blog, and his wife Kaoru, a hard-working office lady who, in contrast, is fairly ordinary, albeit somewhat of a crazy drunk. As this unlikely couple discovers, love is much more than just a first kiss or a wedding. The years that come afterward in the journey of marriage brings with it many joys as well as challenges. Whether due to their quirky personalities or the peculiar people surrounding them, Hajime and Kaoru find themselves caught up in a variety of baffling and ridiculous antics, but despite the struggles they face, the love that ties them together spurs them to move forward and strive to become better people in order to bring their partner happiness.
花になりたいのですどんな時もずっと
Number 6.
だってこの世で一番君を愛しているから。
旦那様
Asami Okahara is a 17-year-old high school student with a secret which has not been revealed to anyone. She is already married. Her husband, Kyosuke Ichimaru, is a physics teacher in the same high school as her. However, even though they are officially a married couple, Asami's father forbids them to have any sexual contact until after Asami has graduated. Asami has to hide the fact that she is married to Kyosuke while trying desperately to further their relationship. And it does not help when there are so many interferences and obstacles from her father and other third parties.
Number 5.
どうしたのあなた
何してるんだ裸の女と。
One day, Keiko Sanagi notices a strange glowing woman by the lake. He discovers that the woman is actually an alien officer from the Galaxy Federation named Mizuho Kasami, and even more shocking, she's also his teacher. In spite of this setback, he and his teacher gradually get to know each other and a romance blossoms between them. However, soon enough the principal of the school finds out about the relationship. The solution? Get married. Together, the newlyweds must keep their marriage a secret not only from Kei's high school friends but also the Galaxy Federation. Onegai Teacher is a fragile but comedic love story of an alien and her student.
Number 4.
Ever since their parents died a few years ago, Ryo and his sister Akane have been living alone together. Despite their difficult situation, they are still living reasonably happy and normal lives. However, everything is about to be flipped upside down due to a secret government project. Due to increasingly low birth rates in Japan, the Japanese government is testing a program in which 2 young people are forced to marry. Ryo wants no part of it, but he is given little choice in the matter. His new fiancée, Shizuka, comes to his home late one night with several dozen government-issued bodyguards, who are there to ensure the success of the new couple. Unlike Ryo, Shizuka couldn't be more willing to go along with the new program, and eagerly goes about her wifely duties, despite his objections.
Number 3.
When her newly built home is razed to the ground by an earthquake, low-achieving, clumsy, and troublesome third-year high school student Kotoko Aihara is forced to share a roof with the school's smartest student Naoki Irie. Kotoko is not actually a complete stranger to Irie-kun. Unfortunately, a single love letter that she tried to give him in the past has already sealed her fate as far as he is concerned. Throw in some quirky friends and a meddlesome mother, and Kotoko might not even have a snowball's chance in hell of winning the older idiot boy's heart. Yet, Kotoko remains optimistic that because she now lives in his house, her attainable crush on the genius since the beginning of high school has never been more within reach.
Number
いつもお疲れ様。
Chisato Mizusawa is a calm and collected assistant officer manager who apparently dislikes drinking alcohol, but she actually likes it, and has a secret side to her that emerges only when drunk, her cute persona which she only reveals to her husband, the bartender Sora. Each day when Chisato comes home, Sora takes care of his beloved wife, providing her with a good meal and a fresh drink. These drinks include plum splat, Irish coffee, orange breeze, and many more tasty concoctions that she eagerly gulps down. But as much as she likes alcohol, she loves her kind-hearted husband even more. Together, they share a life that is filled with happiness and a more than occasional cocktail.
Number 1.
Makoto and Yura Onoda are a newlywed couple with zero sexual experience. Yura is a shy and naive 25-year-old woman whose good looks grab men's attention, something that she dislikes because she gets embarrassed very easily. Her husband, Makoto, is of the same age, but as opposed to his wife, he loves having dirty thoughts about other women. Physically though, Makoto is truly faithful to Yura. Both of them may be virgins, but now that they are married, they are ready to dive into the world of sex, practicing as often as possible. However, the world of sex is complex, so they need all the help they can get to find their way through it. Thankfully, their friends, acquaintances, and porn media lend them a helping hand.